I think what my parents and grandparents really did was fill me with confidence. They made me believe that I could achieve whatever I wanted to achieve. My grandparents lived out the back of our house, and I'd run over there and I'd always be watching the rugby, and I remember like it would be half time in the rugby and I said, Nana, who's that lady up on the wall with the funny thing on the chin, tamoko on the chin? I don't know what's that. And she said, oh, that's Ripeka Whanga, and she'd like take that as a license to launch into her childhood and her tupuna and all of the stuff, all of these stories. I started the Waterboy, which is now the Waterboy with Lugdons, and in those early days, I'd be driving our rangatahi to and from sport and having conversations with them, and especially on the way back from sport, they'd just open up massively and they'd talk about anything you wanted to talk about with them, basically. You had this like gold time with them. And I met a Burrell, one of the boys that I was driving. His actual name, his surname was Taite, but his mum was a Burrell, and my eyes lit up. I was like, oh bro, we're cousins. Talked to me, and turns out he was one of Uncle Frank's descendants, but I selfishly lit up because I wanted to learn more about my whānau, more about my family, and he just didn't know. And I was like, oh, he wasn't one off. He's a product of his environment. He wasn't being taught that stuff, and nor were so many of the other kids that I was taking along. And that was a problem. That was an issue, because how can they be proud of where they're from if they don't know where they're from and if they don't know some of the stories? So many of the people that we work with won't be proud of their last name or won't be proud of where they're from just because they haven't gone back far enough. There's always going to be some real amazing stuff that we can be proud of. It starts to become a problem and manifests in behaviours when that self-pride isn't there. When we are working with youth, we always attribute anything that they've done well to hard work, focus, and practice. Example, hey, that looks awesome, great bit of work, I can tell you've worked really hard at that. The words we use every day are hugely important to how we see ourselves, how we see the world, and how we see others. Our language is really strong and really powerful, and it's a subtle yet strong tool that we can use to shape who we are and to shape the perception that others have on themselves and the world around them. And I actually find, selfishly, I find my mahi so rewarding, and like it's, I think, a dream ultimate job. Yeah, like I get so much from it.